But first, when Amy Lamé was appointed London's first night czar last month, many wondered what her powers would actually be. What would she do about the capital's declining night scene? Well, in the last decade, London lost 40% of its live music venues and half of its clubs. Well, today she confirmed the development of 2 new venues in Soho and visited possible sites on Denmark Street, one of the capital's most iconic music locations. Ria Chatterjee went with her.
The street is barely 100 metres long, but its musical history runs deep. David Bowie in the 60s sauntering down Denmark Street. He and other big names made their first recordings here. It was the place to catapult careers. This is Adele at the 12 Bar Club when she was just starting out. Now the clunky beats of building sites rule.
I love this mix of history and legacy.
London's night czar, Amy Lamé, is feeling positive about the redevelopment.
You can probably see this. That is actually the 12 Bar Club that they lifted up, moved, so they can sort of build around it, and then it's going to be dropped into the ground. So it's remained in situ. It's a listed building.
The new venue will house gigs, exhibitions and fashion shows. Denmark Street is nicknamed Tin Pan Alley after an area of New York which also has a long musical history. Inevitably, people see the redevelopment of this area as the death of an alternative culture and the rise of corporate power. What powers do you have to tackle big developers? I mean, what exactly can you do?
The ultimate power is to actually bring everyone together and to get everybody on the same page.
But that's not always how it plays out. Part of it is actually fighting, isn't it? And battling against things that are going to threaten London's heritage.
Yeah. I certainly have a lot of experience doing that. You know, I chaired an organization that saved our local pub in South London, so I know just how difficult it can be.
Since 2008, London has lost 40% of live music venues and 50% of nightclubs. Amy Lamé, broadcaster and comedian, has been chosen to lead the revival. What do you make of the claims that you're not qualified for the job?
I don't know what part of 21 years working on the front line of the nighttime economy doesn't equate to being qualified.
London's new night ruler is confident that old London can mix with new to create a city that suits everyone's tastes. Ria Chatterjee, ITV News.